This is the lesson on the initial build of your database, your contact management system, and also how to maintain it going forward, okay? So a couple of things here, and these are the lessons you can use if you're a brand new agent or if you're a veteran agent. So definitely take this, rewind it, replay it, take notes, okay? A couple of things to remember. Number one, it's assuming you already have a contact management system in place. Top Producer, KV Core, a number of systems out there that work very well, okay? Now, this is the most important part I want to tell you. Your database is your goal. In fact, it's your business, okay? When I first started out, guys, I didn't take that too seriously, okay? I wish I had early on. And you'll find out what I mean by going through this exercise. And when you get into business more fully, you'll see what I mean. The bottom line is this: it's your business, okay? You're gonna have to get past the reservations you might have about contacting people you know because of your friends or relatives. You don't want to bother them. Get past that real quick, okay? Believe me, you can't rely on them using you or even remembering that you have a real estate license when it comes to buying or selling property. More importantly, though, is the fact that I'm sure you would do a better job for your loved ones, right, than some other agent might do. And remember this, it's not always who you know, it might be who they know, okay? So for example, when it comes to investing, never invest. Have you ever asked them, okay? So there's techniques you can use to poll or query your database in a non-threatening way that allows you to get engagement and what we call shaking the tree and finds out who really might want to invest, for example, okay? You just never know what pitch you're going to have. That's why you always swing the bat, right? In any case, the fact that you helped them buy or sell a home in the past, but you haven't asked them if they wanted to flip or buy a rental, doesn't mean they don't. Always ask them every single time, okay? Finally, those who have helped flip a home or buy a rental may also want to buy and sell their own home, okay? So it goes both ways. Bottom line is this: I never assume what someone else is thinking, needing, or wanting to do. You have to ask them, okay? So I hope I beat that horse to death there, right? Right, here's sources of contact information for you. Your cell phone, probably have hundreds of thousands of contacts on there. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, your laptop, your daily planner, right? And your phone list if you have like in a separate book or something. The point is you want to enter all these folks on your database. You can, if you don't have their email address, you can text them, call them, look them up on Facebook and ask them there, do a message or on LinkedIn. The bottom line is you want to get as much as you can, emails and phone numbers at a minimum for every person, okay? Now, enter all these into your contact management system. That's step number one, all right? Now, step number two, for those contacts, like I said, if you don't have an email address, you always have to ask them for that. Now, here's the next thing. We like to use what's called the phone book method. This is kind of a proprietary method. It just works today just like it worked 10 years ago and 20 years ago, and it'll work 20 years from now too. Phone books are not only still printed, they're now online. You can Google white pages for any town or city you want. So let's say you're in whatever, Lafayette, Indiana, okay? And you're a new agent or you're a veteran agent, you just want to beef up your database. Take the phone book, okay? And do one letter per day if you want to do it. A's today, B's tomorrow, that's 26 days. So in a month, 1 month, you should be able to go through the entire phone list. Now, the point of this is not to recognize or remember people you actually know directly in the phone book, although that will happen. The point is to trigger your recall function so that you can recall people that you do know with the same last name in the phone book. You follow what I'm saying? You might get to Abel or Ackerman and think, my gosh, I went to school with a guy named Ackerman back in the 5th grade or 7th grade or 12th grade or whatever. Write that down or key it into your database right away, okay? Save yourself a step. The point here is that your memory is made up of two parts, storage and retrieval. The storage part is 100% intact unless you've had some type of injury or disease or something, okay? It's the recall function that we humans struggle with. In this process is a psychological muscle builder, okay? It's like you're exercising a muscle you haven't exercised before, except it's a mental muscle called the recall function, okay? And this is legit how this works, okay? Think of your memory as sort of like a file structure on a computer. You've got your main root, which is like documents or something like that. And with documents, you've got different folders for different files or different purposes, different reasons, okay? Then you open up another folder, subfolder, and then there's maybe 3 more folders. You finally get to the file. Same thing with your memory, okay? What happens is you jog your memory, you exercise the recall function, it actually improves. Okay, so you go back and you'll think of Ackerman. All of a sudden, you'll think of somebody else named Ackerman, or another person named Acker or Acre, or somebody lived in Twin Acres, Idaho. You never know how it's going to work. I'm just telling you that's how it works. Your brain goes in, your mind goes in, and digs deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, so in any case, I'll do this for all 26 letters in the alphabet, okay? And if you don't know their numbers or email addresses, again, go Google them. Just Google them flat out, and you'll never know what you come up with there, all right? And chances are you'll end up on social media. So I recommend you do that, and I'm willing to bet you'll come up with another 200 names. In fact, I've had people tell me they liked it so much they went back and did it a second time, because now that they've exercised that recall function, just like a muscle, it became better. Right? So you ever wonder why some people can remember certain things? Yes, they might be using association, but this is essentially using association, okay? And they're actually able to remember more and more. You can actually practice it and improve your memory. Now here's something I want to throw in here, a little extra added tidbit, which is this. To maintain your database, you should keep somehow or another a planner with you. Like I use this Franklin Covey Daily Planner, right? Been using that for years. Use a notebook, use your phone. So whenever you're at church, school, library, grocery store, hardware store, a baseball game, a soccer game, whatever, wherever you are, you're going to run into people. Yes, you may already know some of them. Always jot their name down. Or when you finish the conversation, type it in your phone. So when you go home later that night, get on your computer, see if they're in your database. And don't be surprised how many times they're not. You see what I'm saying? Put them in your database, okay? I like to keep paper with me at all times because I can quickly jot something down. I also keep my phone. Well, here it is. I also keep my phone with me, okay? That way I can record everybody I meet. If I already knew them, no big deal. I can jot it down and find them later on. If it's somebody new, like you're in the line at the grocery store and it's backed up 20 deep, and the guy behind you says, boy, I wish this line would move faster. Just strike up a conversation. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm on the way to my son's T-ball game or something like that. Hey, where are you from? No kidding. And by the way, what's one question we always ask each other? Usually it's the second or third question. What do you do? Okay, ask them what they do. It doesn't matter what the answer is. You ask a question, I'm going to say, well, I'm an engineer, or I'm an accountant, or I'm a teacher, or I'm a fireman. Say, no kidding, that's awesome. I've got some information for you you probably could use. It has to do with investing. We specialize with investors who happen to be firemen, okay? And just say, would you mind if I send you something? Do you have a card? Or ask for their card first. Hey, you got a business card. Give them your business card. And then say, by the way, I've got something interesting I'll send you later on. And don't be too salesy. Just say, I'll send you something you probably would have an interest in, okay? Got yourself a brand new contact. Do that on a regular basis. And I know if you knew, it's going to take some habit forming to do this on a regular basis. The sooner you learn it, the sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to prosper and not just thrive, not just survive, but thrive. So in any case, I hope you like that lesson, guys. Much more to come. I will see you on the next one. In the meantime, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.